Good evening. Today, this is a special class. Today, I am going to share the latest idea on a special aspect. Previously, there was an idea where first medicine or first cycle hydrophobinum. It was and during real homeopathic treatment, the 65 days protocol or 65 doses protocol, there was hydrophobinum was the first medicine. It was very common treatment protocol. But at present, I am having different idea. Then you may ask, why so many idea you are telling day by day? It is a confusing one. Yes, you can do. But one thing you should know, necessity is the mother of invention. As I have to treat lots of patients, thousands of patients with critical situation. So I have to think twice why result is according to the expectation. Why not? And I have to search and search. Why? As because I never what can I say? I never expect any failure situation. If it is there, then I become mad, you can say, to solve that very irreversible pathology. Then why I am searching? As because necessity, the necessity to overcome the adverse situation, I have to think twice, thrice like this. But of course, with scientific explanation. I do not want to force you. You should obey. No. Rather, I want to tell you, please think about this statement and judge it. Is it scientific or not? You should obey or not. After all, when any new idea I want to share with you, before telling how, I have to confirm, is this scientific or not? So you all have all the liberty to ask and to judge this new statement, new idea. So let's go with today's new idea, completely new idea, but uh, not beyond the principle of real homeopathic therapeutic system. It is all under this. So now you have to think about that with new conception and which article you have got, the latest article you have got. That article will be confirmed with today's class. So it will be helpful for you. Otherwise, there will be a lot of questions. So why DROSERA? Why not Hydrophobinum? When Hydrophobinum should be given as first medicine? When DROSERA should be given as first medicine? So let's go with scientific explanation. I am going to share it with you. I think screen is visible. If it is not, then you can tell. So the name of the topic is DROSERA rotundifolia. Very important medicine. It is so important that I have called this one more powerful than Hydrophobinum. Then let me explain how I have reached this decision. DROSERA not equal to Hydrophobinum. Rather, DROSERA is more powerful than Hydrophobinum. Let's go. According to real homeopathic study, there are two primitive true diseases. You know very well. I have told you many more times, but today's discussion is little different. Two primitive true diseases, post-Davis syndrome and tuberculosis. Post-Davis syndrome, the responsible group of genes may remain inactive, active, and overactive state in an individual, which can be inactivated permanently with the help of hydrophobinum of different potencies. This idea not new. Next one, tubercular diathesis, the responsible group of genes of different states can be inactivated permanently with the help of DROSERA rotundifolia of different potencies. This is not new. But now the new one is waiting for you. They, means PRS and TD, never remain in an individual with same strength. What I am going to tell you that they are of harmful group of gene. both of them are two PRS, the post-traumatic syndrome, TD, tubercular diastasis. This is the two name of previously I have told you. Hydrophobinum is the leader of the leader. Now I am ready to tell you that TD also the leader of the leader. How can I tell you? I must explain. So PRS and TD, this true disease is primitive type of true disease. And for PRS, hydrophobinum is the medicine, you know very well. And for TD, DROSERA R is the medicine. So two leaders you can consider never remain in an individual with same strength, like in any locality. You will not find two leaders are living in the same locality. Like this, in the nucleus or billion of cells present in an individual, they are having different true diseases. But there are two leaders of these six true diseases. How you will decide who is the chief leader, who is the chief among six? You have to find out. But one thing is very clear, that in an individual, these two never remain with same strength. Now, I have to share this idea. Who is more powerful, PRS or TD? No, both of them are more powerful. But when you will consider the chief, what is the situation? For PRS is the chief, and another, what is the situation? Or TD is the chief. Let's go slowly. So up to this, it is very clear that in any individual, PRS and TD never remain in an individual with same strength. Then you will tell, no sir, you have told six true diseases. Every individual starts its journey in the single cell zygote with six true diseases. Yes, now also I am telling this. We, every individual, inherit six true diseases. Very common idea. But today's discussion is little different. Six true diseases is with me. Six true diseases are all of you. But you have to take the decision which one is the leader of the leader in me and you all are there. Which one? PRS or TD? How can we decide this thing? I am having PRS, the chief leader. You are having TD, the chief leader. So I cannot tell you from myself. We have to judge. So we have to think again. Let's go. From this idea, I have reached today's decision. So this is very mysterious. In spite of having 6 true diseases, PRS is the cheap one. Either PRS is the cheap one or TD is the cheap one. We have to find out with scientific explanation. Let's go. According to my study, world population can be divided into 2 groups respectively. PRS group and TD group. Again, I am going to tell you, yes, every individual is born with 6 true diseases. No doubt about it. But among these 6, one is the chief. Then you will ask, sir, why not Siblinum? Why not CB? Why not CA? Why not Tuja? Why not Madrinum? You can ask. You have to remember that very idea, which one I have shared with you many more times. Among 6 true diseases, only 2 are the primitive one. Only 2 are the primitive one, the oldest one. Only these 2. If you consider respected Sir Samuel Hahnemann, Sir has told Sora is the primitive one and others has come from Sora. But this idea also I have cleared you that for the infection with sonic myosome, suitable environment must be there. Without that very environment, sonic myosome cannot infect anybody. So this is another thing. And you also know that in Sir B.K. Sarkar's commentary on organon, Sir Stuart Close has mentioned very nicely mentioning Sir Samuel Hahnemann that soric myosome and tuberculosis are synonymous. And associated with this, I want to tell you that this very soric myosome, this very Sora and tubercular diathesis, you can say they are very similar with each other. And Sora is the origin of all true diseases. So in this regard, TD, from TD, all the true diseases have come from. And from the beginning, I have told you PRS is the primitive one, and all other true diseases have come from this PRS. So now we are having two true diseases. As they are, both of the two are primitive true diseases, so we everybody, in spite of having 6 true diseases, one is the chief. Now, how we can understand who is the chief in an individual? Let's go. During disease condition, that means result of disease, all the cellular activities are controlled either by PRS, of course overactive PRS in one group of individual, or by TD, overactive, in another group of individual. Now we have to find out how we can have idea who is having PRS overactive and who is having TD overactive. How we can understand? Let's go slowly. So as two group of populations all over the world, so one is PRS controlled, another is TD controlled. So PRS controlled cellular activities create a reversible kind of pathology. This is very important. I will give you the proof. PRS controlled cellular activities create a reversible kind of pathology. A reversible kind of pathology means can be solved with the medicine of any therapeutic system. Whereas, see next one, whereas TD controlled cellular activities create irreversible kind of pathology. So, PRS controlled pathology you can solve with medicine. Yes, it is true. Now, different patients come to us with two distinct states. One will tell you, yes, sir, I have taken treatment from different physician of different therapeutic system. I should tell you that I was benefited with them, but there is no permanent solution. I have come to you for permanent solution. I have heard your name. You are this type of physician. That is why I have decided for taking treatment from you. So the individual with pathology, that kind of pathology is reversible. As because many more times, the individual has taken treatment from physician of different therapeutic system and was benefited a lot. But today, the patient has come to a real physician for permanent solution. Temporary solution it was there. What? The individual has come to you for permanent solution. So this pathology is a reversible kind of pathology. Can be changed. The pathology can be changed. So reversible kind of pathology. Whereas TD controlled cellular activities create irreversible kind of pathology. That is very important. Patient will come to you and must tell, sir, please save me. I have suffering a lot from my problem, but no amelioration, no solution of my problem. Please save me. With an example, I want to clear this situation. This week, in a religious what can I say? It is the ashram by the name of Manandamayi. It is established by the side of Ganga, and there 5 to 6 of my students, they are working there for the benefit of suffering individual, and I attend there in the last Monday. This is a case I want to, lots of cases, but this case is the latest one, so I want to share with you to prove my idea. There was a severe asthmatic patient with emphysema. The patient was suffering from asthma severely for many more years. And she has taken treatment from different physician of different therapeutic system. No solution it was. Now she is taking 4 times inhaler. I think you know very well that more than 2 puff, 2 times inhalation, it creates toxic effect. But that very female patient is taking inhalation 4 times a day minimum. And during winter, it will become more and more. So she was given Hydrophobinum CM. And my students told her to wait. After giving medicine, they told her, you please wait outside. So she was waiting outside the chamber. I was there a little late. My student called her, and she came. I asked her, what do you are feeling now? What are you feeling now? Previously you were worse condition. You are there in worse condition. And now at present it is worse condition. I always ask the patient the negative one. Worse, not better. She told me, now I am feeling little better. At that moment, I examined her with stethoscope, and I heard the sound of storm. It is horrible. And I thought it is a suitable condition for using DROSERA, as because as patient is taking inhalation, so for 3-4 hours she is better. But again she feel the worst condition. Again she take inhalation. Like this it is going on. No solution for a day after taking any medicine. So I consider her the suitable one for my DROSERA activation, for knowing the effect of, for knowing the function of DROSERA. The case is very suitable. Considering this, I tell them, you please give her DROSERA CM. After telling this, I told, you please wait for few minutes. If you feel better, you come immediately inside. And after taking DROSERA CM, she went outside the chamber. After a few minutes, may it be 15 or 20 or 25, I can't remember, but after a few minutes she came. And immediately I checked her chest. Instead of storm, of high-speed storm, there was south breeze, very suitable situation she was enjoying at that time. Instead of that, I asked her, you were better at that time. Now you please tell, how do you feel now? She told, sir, I am feeling that nothing is with me. I am feeling so good condition. It seems nothing is with me. You see, there is no sound in my chest. I have heard many a times the sound of my chest. I myself heard it many more times. So this asthma patient with emphysema, it is one kind of irreversible pathology. And within, you may consider it 30 minutes, the pathological condition changed completely within very short period. And it was observed. Now, you have to consider this case with this idea. PRS controlled cellular activities create reversible kind of pathology. That means if this type of pathology is treated by any physician of any therapeutic system, the patient will remain better for few months, few days like this. But this case was not that type, was having that type of pathology. There is continuous suffering. Only for 3-4 hours after one time inhalation, the female patient, I think, was of 50 years old. She was suffering a lot without any relief from any medicine of any therapeutic system. So this kind of pathology is considered as irreversible kind of pathology. Let's go. Hydrophobinum is the first medicine for the individual who was treated ever successfully with the help of any medicine of any therapeutic system. Ever successfully treated ever successfully. That is reversible kind of pathology. But on the other hand, it is here that ever successfully, with the help of any medicine of any therapeutic system, the individual is having pathology of irreversible kind. I have told you. Next, irreversible pathology or incurable disease, results of disease means the situation or condition which are generally beyond treatment. No treatment is available in the world, all over the world. So that type of patient with irreversible pathology has to suffer for a prolonged period, I think, till last breath. And you have heard many more times, the physician has told no treatment is available till today for this type of condition. So you have to suffer till last breath. That is why I have given you the medicine. You please take it when it SOS, when it necessary. Then you will spend your days almost peacefully. But just now I have told, I have cited an example what type of life she was enjoying, what type of miserable life she was enjoying before using Drosera rotundifolia and that type of critical pathology. That critical pathology is of irreversible kind. Now, irreversible pathology or incurable disease, result of disease, means the situation or condition which are generally beyond treatment with any therapeutic system, as in case of CKD, chronic kidney disease, asthma associated with emphysema, nephrotic syndrome, critical skin diseases, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, mentally ill patient, thalassemia, autism, last stage of metastatic carcinoma. So many names are there, but their common name is the pathological condition is of irreversible kind. Can't be treated. I have got different idea from 4 correctional home where I am treating lots of, hundreds of, even you can say thousands patients every week. I am treating there more than 300 new patients associated with old one. So you can consider how many patients I am treating regularly with irreversible pathology. So in this regard, I am indebted to my God as He has managed this type of environment, this type of situation for knowing all this critical situation. When the individual is not at all benefited with hydrophobinum of different potencies, DROSERA R can do a lot in that very individual. This is another situation. What is that? You are treating a patient more than one year or 2 years. Patient is better. You can say the condition is better after with your treatment, but not according to your expectation. You can consider it. I am treating for prolonged period. but result is not according to the expectation. Although patient is better, he or she is enjoying uh, the peaceful condition, but not according to your expectation. And you have used 65 doses, you have used hydrophobinum up to 0/60 many more times. Instead of that, the situation is not according to your expectation. In that very case, if you use DROSERA rondifolia, can do a lot in that very individual. But immediately you will ask, sir, if there is history of tuberculosis, it is there, the next paragraph, see? On the other hand, DROSERA rondifolia can never be prescribed for the individual with past history of tuberculosis. On the other hand, DROSERA rondifolia can never be prescribed for the individual with past history of tuberculosis. Will greatly benefited, yes. See, very important. Will greatly benefited with hydrophobinum of different potencies. When there is no scope to use DROSERA on the individual, as because that very individual was having the history of tuberculosis. And that very case will be greatly benefited with hydrophobinum of different potencies. So, the situation, you see, what God has decided for us. When there is no history of tuberculosis, you can do a lot with DROSERA rondifolia. When there is history of tuberculosis, hydrophobinum can do a lot for the benefit of the patient. So this is the mystery done by the God. From above statement, it can be concluded, well, that tubercular diathesis is more powerful than post-rabies syndrome. You see, PRS means hydrophobinum is acting where the pathological situation is reversible. So it is not so hard like irreversible. And hydrophobinum is hydrophobinum is doing good for the patient, is having reversible pathology. But see, on the other hand, tubercular diathesis, that means DROSERA, is able to do in case of irreversible pathology. So, who is powerful? You have to decide. Doing action on reversible or doing action on irreversible, as irreversible is so hard. Showing any action on the irreversible pathology, the individual suffering from irreversible pathology. So that medicine should be more powerful. And I have told you, in case of reversible pathology, you are using hydrophobia of different potencies. And when you will not getting expected result, if you get expected result, no doubt, you can leave it with hydrophobia. But when there is no expected result, then you have to use DROSERA rondifolia. Yes, give once and see the beauty. So, DROSERA is equally able to do for reversible and also irreversible pathology. But hydrophobinum can do its action only on reversible pathology. So you have to consider who is more powerful. Next. Hence, harmful protein which are produced hence harmful protein which are produced by post-rabies syndrome are immediately neutralized with the more powerful protein which are produced by tubercular diathesis. So no activities of hydrophobinum are observed here. This type of situation can be observed when hydrophobinum CM first day you are using and hydrophobinum 200 second day you are using, but no change of suffering. This is the situation you can prescribe DROSERA when first day hydrogen CM, no action. Second day hydrogen 200, no action. This is another procedure for prescribing DROSERA frondifolia. But this is not very scientific. Scientific is when you can apply DROSERA straight in which situation. I have told you the situation was not get relief from any physician of any therapeutic system. Yes, it was relieved by few hours. This is the idea. And you, I have told you, in that very situation, that very irreversible pathology, we start DROSERA from beginning. It is one situation. You can start DROSERA. The first situation, I have mentioned it in latest article. You will read it carefully every day, and you should do print out of that very article, and you should keep it with you either at home or in the chamber, and you should read once the whole chapter. If you read it for 1 month every day once for 1 month means for 30 days, that means 30 times if you read, then you will get fruitful and also new idea from that very article. The more you read the article, the more you learn and the more you enjoy the beauty of real homeopathy. I can tell you, you will be benefited a lot with this reverse idea of reversible pathology, irreversible pathology. When the case you can consider the case is of reversible pathology or the case is irreversible pathology, and then only you can use DROSERA direct for irreversible pathology. And for reversible pathology, you can use hydrophobinum with confidence. Let's go. See, there is another situation, lack of proper experience. As a result of indiscriminate use of DROSERA, the toxic effect of this medicine, that is aggravation of suffering, will be observed. Yes, you are learning DROSERA tonight. then you will start using DROSERA indiscriminately, where it should be given, where it should not be given, you will start using. When this indiscriminate use of DROSERA create toxic effect of this medicine, that is aggravation of suffering, will be observed. Why this type of suffering? The indiscriminate use of DROSERA create this type of situation, aggravation of suffering. Then what to do? To overcome the adverse situation, Hydrophobinum CM should be administered. That is, Hydrophobinum CM, next 200, next 03, 02, 01. You have to administer according to the situation, with how many hours interval you should give it. You should use your idea and you should administer different potency of Hydrophobinum. If one dose is enough, so wait. If next potency is needed, you can use it. On the other hand, to neutralize the toxic effect of Hydrophobinum, DROSERA CM should be administered. In the same way, when different potency, after administration of different potency of Hydrophobinum, which is used indiscriminately, there will be the aggravation of suffering. And that very adverse condition, adverse situation, you can solve it with DROSERA rodendifolia. This is up to today's class. Now you can ask if you want to ask. So I am ready to give answer on this situation. Now you can ask, what is the need of that? I think the answer you have got. When there is irreversible pathology, Hydrophobinum will do nothing. Hydrophobinum can show the result when the pathology is reversible kind. So you have to learn this idea. Otherwise, you will be disappointed. Now you can ask. This is very effective idea. I am using it daily in my own clinic, in different correctional home, different TIRH e-clinic, everywhere. But considering the scientific view, where hydrogen should be given first, where DROSERA should be given first. Now you have seen that in the latest article, there are two types of 65 doses. One is with first medicine of first cycle Hydrophobinum, and another is DROSERA, first medicine of first cycle. Then you will ask, sir, we are using DROSERA in sometimes in second cycle and also in fifth cycle. Yes, very good question. You have not asked. I am telling you, I am asking and I am giving answer. It is what we were using previously, the DROSERA of either second cycle or fifth cycle. But today's DROSERA is of first cycle. And after DROSERA, there will be the medicine. Sure, I know. So, DROSERA of second cycle, DROSERA of fifth cycle, DROSERA of first cycle, not the same thing. So you have to learn this new idea and see the beauty. I know very well you will enjoy this with this very new idea. If there is any exception, you please call me. I will tell you, as because this new idea, DROSERA is the first medicine of first cycle in place of hydrophobinum. So no doubt about it, you will get the benefit from this today's class. So this is up to this class. Now you can ask if there is any question in your mind. I think no question will arise in your mind. Yes, you can ask when after administration of this idea, this means for irreversible pathology, DROSERA, for reversible pathology, Hydrophobinum, then you can ask, yes, sir, I have used it and I have not get the result. And when there is irreversible, you are using lots of medicine without getting any fruitful result. You please give it. You please administer DROSERA and see the beauty and enjoy real homeopathic practice. Someone is telling this idea will create a revolution in the therapeutic world. So this is up to you. When you will understand clearly, when you will use it with proper justification, then it is possible to create a revolution in the therapeutic world. Now let me see with your effort. You please help me with your effort and criticize me where criticize is needed. I like criticism if it is creative. But destructive criticism, nobody will expect. But what I am telling today, I am using it for a few months. And I have prepared this article for more than a week. Previously, it was in my mind. And now for 3 days, I am writing on my laptop. Today is the ultimate. So you can believe me that really I was confused. How can I write down it and how I will make you understand for using this new idea? I was a little bit doubtful, but God has helped me in this regards. Now it is up to you. When you will use this new idea and you will benefited and your patient will be benefited, then my effort will be fruitful. So now we can tell anything regarding this new idea. I am here to give you answer for all of your questions, as I am doing many more days. I am spending many more days with this new idea. But I was a little bit confused. How can I mention in front of you? And how can I make you understand with this new idea? As because you are always telling, I am telling today this one, I am telling that day, another thing. But I have told you the answer. Necessity is the mother of invention. So this is up to today's class.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Proceed, please, beta.
I want to know difference between first cycle DROSERA and second cycle DROSERA. What are the difference?
See, uh, it is very easy. I don't know why you are asking. First cycle DROSERA is pathological cycle. Second cycle DROSERA is philosophical cycle. So their action is not same. Yes, it is DROSERA, but not the same action you will get.
Then fifth
You are
cycle also.
using DROSERA for let me say, you are using DROSERA in the first cycle. What you are going to do? You are going to overcome irreversible pathology. But for second cycle, you are going to inactivate that very philosophy created by tubercular diastasis. This is another thing. But here you are, what you are going to do? You are going to solve the irreversible pathology. It is pathology, and that is philosophy.
Then fifth cycle also TDS.
Yes.
For TDS.
Cycle.
This
Yes,
is also pathological condition. This is also pathological condition.
And you see,
So,
after DROSERA, you are using Siblinum. But in the first cycle, after DROSERA, you are using Sorinum.
what are the differences here?
When you will use it, then you will get it. When you are using this medicine in second cycle and fifth cycle, see the action. And when you are using, see, in those cases, no question of irreversible pathology. Mind you, in the fifth cycle, you are not going to overcome the irreversible pathology. This is the main difference.
Okay, sir.
It is a question of reversible pathology, irreversible pathology. But when you are disappointed with your real homeopathy, no action of medicine. Patient is suffering and suffering. In those cases, when you will use DROSERA to overcome that very irreversible pathology, then you will understand, you will enjoy the beauty of real homeopathic treatment. Got it or not? Praveer?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
For sake of audience, I just asked
Okay,
the
thank you,
question, sir.
thank you. Very good question you have asked. Yes.
No.
Sir, may I ask you a question?
Yes, proceed. Please.
Usually it is seen before death, any patient develops irreversible pathology.
Before
Whether
death.
before death.
You have told very nicely. Before
any
death.
patient develops irreversible pathology, whether DROSERA will help there or not.
It should be there. But I have told you many more things. When there is most critical condition, just before death, you have to use first hydrophobinum. If nothing is there, then you can use DROSERA. It is just before death. So this idea and what I am going to tell you today, it is not same.
Right.
Sir, another question also. Now we are using first cycle DROSERA according to the situation.
Yes.
Okay.
Where there is irreversible pathology.
Okay. Then when we have to use hydrophobinum?
No scope for using hydrophobinum in those cases. But I have told you, when there is toxic effect with using DROSERA of different potency, when there is sudden aggravation after indiscriminate use of DROSERA, then hydrophobinum will come. You are bound to use hydrophobinum.
In case of irreversible pathological condition, when we are using or we will be use DROSERA, so there is no question of hydrophobinum later.
No. But when it is impossible to know how many doses sufficient for this very individual. So you are getting good result and good result every day, and you are using the DROSERA of different potencies. But time will come. Patient will tell, sir, for up to few days it was better, but last 2 days I am suffering a lot, sir. Please save me. Then your God will be Hydrophobinum to overcome that very critical condition created by indiscriminate use of DROSERA.
So,
Indiscriminate use of DROSERA can create toxic effect.
sir, after aggravation, higher potency, we have
Yes,
we go
you
back
can use.
go
Yes,
back
very good, very good.
as
Yes, you can use lower potency, you will get result,
lower potency.
really. But time will come, that very harmful group of gene will be inactivated permanently. So, no need of DROSERA there, and no action you will observe, but patient is suffering. So, you know very well, after one death of one leader, another leader will come to rule over the situation. So here no use of DROSERA as because there is no irreversible pathology. So
So
then there will
that
be
there
question
will be need
using hydrophobinum. Yes?
hydrophobinum.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
It is very, very important.
Yeah.
স্যার কতগুলো জিজ্ঞেস করছি প্রশ্ন
হুম,
স্যার দেখো আহমেদ বলছি কতগুলো প্রশ্ন করছি
হুম। কতগুলো?
ইরিভার্সিবল প্যাথোলজির কেসে হাইড্রোফোবিয়াম দিয়ে আমরা তো কিছু রেজাল্ট পেয়েছি
কিছু রেজাল্ট
যেমন
পেয়েছি, তোমার কথা দিয়ে কিছু রেজাল্ট পেয়েছি। আমি কিন্তু বলেছি কমপ্লিট রেজাল্ট ইন কেস অফ ইরিভার্সিবল প্যাথোলজি। সো তুমি নিজে ঠিকই বলেছো, কিছু রেজাল্ট পেয়েছি। এই কিছু রেজাল্টের জন্য DROSERA ইউজ করতে হবে, কারণ ওই জায়গাটা হাইড্রোফোবিয়াম আর কিছু করবে না। বলো নেক্সট। He is, Dr. M.A. Ahmed is asking, we have got result in case of irreversible pathology, but he himself told we have got few, you have insufficient result, few, very little benefited with this hydrophobinum. Yes, I am telling that. Hydrophobinum will give that very relief. Hydrophobinum can give that very relief, not according to the expectation. In that case, DROSERA will give you the expected result. বলো আর কিছু?
ঠিক আছে স্যার
আর কেউ কিছু না বললে let me say good night. So
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার
welcome.
আগামী দিন আরো ইউজফুল হোক